Welcome from my channel. This audiobook tests you how level you understand in English. Let's start. What follows is far more than a simple video transcript or a cursory summary of a self-help guide. It's an invitation to a profound shift in perspective. If you ever found yourself diligently working, only to feel that significant financial success remains frustratingly out of reach, then this detailed breakdown is precisely what you need. We are delving into Harv Eker's transformative and revolutionary book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth. Have you ever pondered what truly distinguishes millionaires from the general populace? Is it merely serendipity, superior intelligence, or advantageous connections? Eker's central argument is that the genuine secret to wealth accumulation is not found in external factors, but rather within your own cognitive framework. The affluent and the financially constrained don't just possess different lifestyles. They operate from fundamentally different mindsets. This book provides a methodology to recalibrate your thought patterns and adopt the cognitive habits of the wealthy. Prepare to unlock your latent potential and unleash your own millionaire mind. Part 1. Your Financial Foundation, the Money Blueprint. The book's core concept is the money blueprint. You can conceive of this as your personal financial thermostat or a deeply embedded program operating in your subconscious. It's the amalgamation of beliefs, thoughts, and attitudes about money that you absorbed, often unconsciously, from your family and culture during your formative years. Eker contends that most individuals are operating with a flawed money blueprint, one that inherently limits their financial potential. If this internal program isn't set for a high level of success, no amount of learning or effort will make a substantial, lasting difference. Your outcomes in life stem from a straightforward process of manifestation. Thoughts, feelings, actions equal results. To achieve new financial results, you must first alter this foundational programming. Examples of flawed programming, money myths. Detrimental ideas from childhood can solidify into powerful, limiting beliefs. Money is the root of all evil. It is virtuous to be poor. Wealthy people are greedy and unethical. If you harbor a subconscious belief that rich people are bad, your mind will instinctively sabotage your own efforts to accumulate wealth as it seeks to prevent you from becoming a person you disdain. In Part 2, The Wealth Files, 17 Core Mindset Differences, the second part of the book outlines 17 wealth files. These are specific, actionable beliefs and habits that affluent people consistently demonstrate. By consciously adopting these files, you can systematically shift your mindset towards one of abundance. Wealth file number 1. I create my life versus life happens to me. Affluent individuals operate from a strong internal locus of control, believing they are the primary architects of their lives and financial destinies. In contrast, those with a poverty mindset adopt a victim mentality, believing life simply happens to them. They often resort to blaming the economy, the government, justifying money isn't that important anyway, or complaining as a means of deflecting responsibility for their lack of success. Wealth file number 2. Play to win versus play not to lose. The wealthy engage in the money game with the explicit goal of winning, aiming for massive wealth and abundance. The poor and middle class play defensively, with the goal of not losing. Their primary focus is on survival and security, just paying the bills or achieving comfort. When your intention is merely to be comfortable, that is precisely what you'll achieve, and not a penny more. Key principle: if your goal is to be comfortable, chances are you'll never get rich. But if your goal is to be rich, chances are you'll end up exceedingly comfortable. Wealth file number 3. Committed to being rich versus wanting to be rich. There is a profound difference between merely wanting to be rich and being committed to it. Wanting is passive, it's a wish. Commitment is active. It involves a resolute decision to do whatever it takes, ethically and legally, to achieve your goal. Fact: the primary reason most people don't get what they want is that they don't truly know what they want. If you are not fully, totally, and truly committed to creating wealth, you likely won't. Wealth file number 4. Think big versus think small. The wealthy cultivate expansive mindsets. They think big. Those with a poverty mindset think small, limiting their own potential. Your income is directly proportional to the value you deliver to the marketplace. The critical factor often overlooked is scale. How many people do you serve or impact? Thinking big means choosing to help and impact massive numbers of people. Wealth file number 5. Focus on opportunities versus obstacles. Wealthy individuals perceive a world of opportunities. They spot potential for growth and are willing to take calculated risks to seize them. Those with a poverty mindset fixate on obstacles, seeing only the potential for loss, which paralyzes them with fear. The wealthy live by the motto of ready, fire, aim. Prepare as best you can in a short time, take action, and then adjust your course along the way. Wealth file number 6. Admire other rich people versus resent them. The affluent generally admire other rich and successful individuals, viewing them as models from whom to learn. Those with a poverty mindset often resent, envy, or criticize the wealthy. If you harbor negative feelings about rich people, you can never become one of them. Why would you become something you despise? Solution: practice the Huna philosophy. Bless that which you want. When you see someone with a beautiful home, bless that person and that home. Wealth file number 7. Associate with positive, successful people. The wealthy understand the power of association. They actively seek out the company of positive and successful individuals who can inspire and challenge them. Conversely, those with a poverty mindset often associate with negative or unsuccessful people, which reinforces their own limitations. Your income tends to be the average of your 5 closest friends. If you want to soar with eagles, you must stop swimming with ducks. Wealth file number 8. Promote themselves and their value. Wealthy individuals are willing and eager to promote their skills, products, and services with passion and enthusiasm. Those with a poverty mindset have negative feelings about selling and promotion. If you are unwilling to promote yourself, you are severely limiting your income. If you genuinely believe in the value you offer, it is your duty to let as many people as possible know about it. Wealth file number 9. Bigger than their problems. The journey to wealth is invariably littered with problems and challenges. The rich understand this. They cultivate a mindset that allows them to be bigger than their problems. They are solution-oriented. Those with a poverty mindset are smaller than their problems and are easily derailed by challenges. Principle: the secret to success is not to try to avoid or shrink your problems. It's to grow yourself so that you are bigger than any problem. Wealth file number 10. Excellent receivers. Wealthy individuals are open and willing to receive abundance in all its forms, whether it's money, opportunities, or compliments. Those with a poverty mindset are poor receivers, often feeling unworthy or undeserving. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. You cannot have one without the other. If you're a poor receiver, you're shutting off the flow of abundance in your life. Wealth file number 11. Choose to be paid on results versus time. The wealthy prefer to be compensated based on the results they produce or the value they deliver. The poor and middle class prefer the perceived security of a steady salary or hourly wage, which means they are paid for their time. There's an inherent ceiling on your income when you trade time for money, because your time is finite. Wealth file number 12. Think both versus either or. Those with a poverty mindset operate from a framework of scarcity and limitation. They believe you must choose, for example, between a fulfilling career and a rich family life, or between money and happiness. The wealthy live in a world of abundance and think both. They understand you can have a successful career and a rich personal life. They ask, how can I have both? Wealth file number 13. Focus on net worth versus working income. The true measure of wealth is net worth, not just your working income. Net worth is the total financial value of everything you own, assets, minus everything you owe, liabilities. The affluent understand this and focus on the 4 factors that build net worth: income, savings, investments, and simplification, reducing your cost of living. The poor and middle class focus almost exclusively on their monthly paycheck. Wealth file number 14. Manage their money well. The single most significant difference between financial success and failure is how well you manage your money. It's that simple. The wealthy are excellent financial stewards, regardless of the amount. The poor and middle class mismanage their money or avoid the topic altogether. Principle: you must acquire the habits of managing a small amount of money before you can be entrusted with a large amount. Eker suggests a jar system to allocate income, including a financial freedom account 10% for investing and a play account 10% for guilt-free spending. Wealth file number 15. Have their money work hard versus work hard for money. Working hard is essential, but working hard alone will not make you rich. The wealthy understand the power of passive income. They work hard initially so that their money can eventually work hard for them. Their goal is financial freedom, the point at which their passive income exceeds their expenses. They view every dollar as an investment seed that can be planted to earn more. Wealth file number 16. Act in spite of fear. Fear, doubt, and worry are the greatest obstacles to success. Those with a poverty mindset let these emotions stop them. The wealthy acknowledge fear but are not governed by it. They act in spite of fear. They understand that action is the bridge between the inner world, thoughts, and the outer world, results. The only time you are truly growing is when you are uncomfortable. Principle: if you are only willing to do what's easy, life will be hard. But if you are willing to do what's hard, life will be easy. Wealth file number 17. Constantly learn and grow. The wealthy are committed to lifelong learning and personal development. They are constantly reading, attending seminars, and learning from mentors. Those with a poverty mindset often believe they know it all, which Eker calls one of the most dangerous phrases. If you are not continuously growing, you are, by default, stagnating. To be paid the best, you must be the best. Rocket, conclusion, and takeaway. You have now reviewed the 17 wealth files. The core tenet of this book is that financial success is not a happy accident. It is a learnable skill. It is imperative to identify and dismantle the outdated limiting programming that has held you back. Remember, your financial destiny is ultimately determined by your actions. You must actively apply these principles, do the exercises, and use the declarations to permanently anchor these mindsets. The most crucial takeaway is this: your past does not dictate your future. Your mindset, your habits, and your belief in your own potential are what truly shape your destiny. You are not born with a poverty mindset. You were conditioned to think that way. And you can, with deliberate effort, be reconditioned for success. Thank you for listening, and see you on next video.